And that means we have a brand new #1 song in the USA on American Top 40. It's a smash written by a high school student who was paying more attention to lyrics than to logarithms. He says, I didn't do too good in algebra. The brand new #1 song in the USA on American Top 40 is Kryptonite by Three Doors Down.
Me and Matt used to just like get out in his garage, and he lived up the road from me, and get out in his garage and play music a while and shoot pool a while and hang out a while. I mean, it was just all like, that's what we like to do, and we just got to enjoy it more and more and just grew to love it. And
it beats a real job.
Hell yeah.
Hold on like this with you bringing me down. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down.
I think in the main, the aspect that it's changed is that, of course, we've gotten older and the music has matured, and we're kind of writing parts now that we wanted to write to begin with, but now we can do that because we matured together as a band, and we can kind of feel what each other's doing. So that's really helped us in writing this record especially.
Matt, how is the interview going? Recording man! Recording man!
No, I don't know that guy. It's the first time I've laid eyes on him. Hopefully the last. I've always been attached to the guitar for some reason. My mom's a pianist, so when I was younger, she took guitar lessons and she couldn't play guitar, so that kind of fell on me. So, here I am. For me, I don't really care about being at home. I like living in fairy tale, not worrying about going home and paying bills and that kind of stuff. I'd rather stay on the road for the next 10 years.
Okay, you can spin on this.
How do I look? How does the brick look?
I'm over this.
We're gonna keep that session and then just start a new one.
Let's do this.
Back home, there ain't no demand. There's really not that many musicians, so we couldn't find a bass player. It was me and Matt and Brad playing, and me and Matt was playing the guitars, and I went and bought a bass, and that's how I become the bass player. Me and Chris played together like in high school, in about 9th grade. Just picked it up and started playing the guitar, and me and Chris has been playing together for years, it seems like now. Every day is an adventure with this bunch, We was playing a show in Tampa, Florida. This is back in the early days. And we could not get a van, so I used my daddy's truck. And about 40 miles outside of our town, that thing caught on fire. I looked behind me and there's smoke. You can't even see the trailer, it's so thick. Chris gets out and he hollers, it's on fire. So we all jump out, and I mean, within a matter of 15, 20 minutes, that truck had a flame high as them trees right there. And we all sat there and watched that thing burn to the ground. Money was hard to come by, you know what I mean? And this was an $11,000, $12,000 truck. I'm sitting here watching burn, and I was like, God, how am I gonna pay this back, Luckily, the record did good.
At the time, there was only 3 in the band when we made the name Three Doors Down. Three Doors Down, it was like, that works. The rest of it came off an old sign we seen. Where did we meet?
Yeah,
We've pretty much known each other forever. Me and Matt, we used to play t-ball together, and I don't know, I've known Todd since probably about the same time almost. Chris just kind of showed up.
Yeah, I don't ever remember meeting him, I just remember knowing him.
She said life's a lot to think about sometimes when you're living in between the lines.
really is no process. It kind of is.
Yeah, just for, I mean, just
No,
for
we're doing better this time.
Yeah, just our musicianship has changed. Not really the, you know, of course, the studio, the setup's not gonna change, but I think as musicians we've probably grown and progressed more.
Definitely.
Able to work together a lot better, more consistent.
And I know you feel helpless now, and I know you feel alone. That's the same road that I'm on, yeah. He said life's a lot.
First record, I mean, yeah, you do have a lot longer to write it, but at the same time, we wrote that record basically in our spare time. You know, as a band, you have the commitment to make that time and put it there, you know, and make the time every day to practice, even when you'd rather be doing other stuff. But all in all, we still wrote the first record in our spare time. You know, this might have been a lot shorter time span, but it was a lot more time put into it and a lot more thought, and we kind of knew where we were going and what we wanted a lot more this time than just kind of writing a song once every 6 months like the process was on the first record.
My brother played the piano, the clarinet, just anything laying around, and he had a guitar, and he practiced constantly. I mean, my friends didn't even know I even had a brother. He was inside practicing all the time, and just one day I picked it up and started strumming around, and he showed me a couple notes here and there. My brother did, and I took a lesson, one I think, and the lady I took the lesson from showed me how to tune the guitar, and once I learned how to tune it, that was it. Yeah, I was having lunch in a restaurant in Moss Point, Mississippi, and the waitress came over, and I looked up, and there she was. I mean, I knew it right that split second that I seen her, it was my wife. So I was in the Navy for 4 years, and then I went to a shipyard, Ingalls Shipyard. Me and Todd both worked there, as a matter of fact. We were electricians, and that's how I made my living, and just played music on weekends. And then I met the Magic crew. I already knew them, we grew up together, so I mean, we played together the whole time, and just one day the right guy heard the music, and here we are.